So, you want to help me out? No?
Good evening, Carol and Josh shoppers. I was trying to elicit some help hosting, but useless. Good evening. Welcome to New Comic Night. These are books coming out tomorrow on the 22nd. I'm going to kill some time because I don't have any first appearances. We have a fun board up. Andrew worked on it on Friday. It was giggling the whole time. You can come in and tell us look it up, tell us your celebrity birthday buddy. We got a lot of strange ones up there. Winston's is less than genuine because we don't know his birthday, but it's a good one. We do have freebies this week. Marvel sent us Marvel previews. DC, I think, is sending them next week. I didn't look at it yet. And we have Den of Geeks, the quarterly kind of entertainment quarterly for nerds, geeks, ne'er-do-wells. So come and grab one of those. We got a box of them to give away. We got a bunch of Marvel previews to give away. Speaking of Marvel previews, they do, just to mention to y'all, since you're very attentive to new stuff, they do usually list cover price variants in here. And if you see one that you want, we can put it on your file as soon as we have this. In fact, I put these in the computer today. So if you see a variant you want for a book upcoming, like Avengers #1, let us know. We'll put it in there. Then we'll order it for you. It's before the final order cutoff. We'll guarantee it. It'll be in your file. You don't have to sit at your keyboard and hope you beat the next guy on Facebook for when they show up on the table. Though I know that's pretty fun too. Do you want to talk about your T-shirt?
Cleveland Reads. So yeah, I'm ambassador for Cleveland Reads this year. And basically, if you go to the clevelandreads.com website, you can log in, win prizes at the different Cleveland local libraries just by reading. Comic books count. So log in. The big thing is you just gotta log in your stuff. I'm at 15 books this year so far, and I'm not counting comics. I'm counting graphic novels. So. Because I read a lot of comics. Ben, however,
I logged
counting comics.
I logged in all my comics today. I'm 15 reads too. But yeah, so it's a good cause. It's for the Cleveland Public Library. It gets John Shear some attention. He gets a gift card a month. So yeah. I have a lot of Amazon activity on that. But we're gonna start on the all ages side of the table. It's a big old DC week. And we'll work our way up. Why don't we do merch first? We just knock that out. Doctor Strange from Doctor Strange 2 in Marvel Select. That was from last week. Moon Knight from Funko's Soda collectible line. It's a previous exclusive, which means you can only get it at comic shops. And it looks like that little Moon Knight figure, which is cute. So we got 2 of those. Fan Expo stopped by this weekend and told us how we could get some comp tickets. And John's looking into hopefully getting some that we can give away through the shop. So keep you're open for news for that, but no news yet. But they gave us Fan Expo exclusive black and white sketches of the DC Bombshell blind boxes and Fan Expo exclusives of Doctor Who vinyl figures. So that's cool. We haven't had some blind box figures in here in a while. One of our customers got hosed online and thought they bought the first appearance of Gambit, but they bought a tin sign. So if you'd like that, that's $10. That's on the table. We've got a new Super Readers Level 3 for Ant-Man and the Wasp that just came out last weekend. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Big Nate nailed it graphic novel. You got a new Invader Zim, the best of Gaz. It's not pronounced in any kind of weird way.
Gaz, something.
Okay, cool. And then a First Time for Everything, young adults, second book. Adjacent to all ages stuff, kind of young adult stuff. Star Wars, The High Republic, Adventures, The Nameless Terror is a new adventure from that line. And then we've got TMNT, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 3. Cool. Right. New manga, Toilet Bound Hanuku-san. What volume are we on? 17. The Way of the House Husband, we're on volume 9. And then, you pronounced it earlier, volume 1 of
Shujin X.
Thank you. Black Hammer has a new trade paperback out this week. It's actually all original material. They did not collect in issues. So if you're into original Black Hammer stuff, if you were getting issues, might be a good idea to snag this. Tell us about it. We'll snag one for you. We didn't want to assume all 25 of you guys wanted a $20 trade paperback. So, but we're happy to get it for you. There's a new Avatar graphic novel out for their new miniseries, Adapt or Die. And then you've got a new Cyberpunk miniseries, Collected and Trade. You have my word. Rocketeer, The Great Race, the most current miniseries from IDW, is completely collected. I think that's all 5 issues. We've got a new Hellboy in Love. That's number 3 of 5. A new Dead Mall. That's number 4. And then a new The Ones. That's also number 4. But big from Dark Horse this week, number 1 by James Tynion. Blue Book is a 4-issue miniseries that is nonfiction. It is graphically adapted UFO encounter tales from the 50s. I mean, each issue is going to be a different tale. So this one's from very early days of UFO sightings, and then they're going to...
61.
61. All right. It's a pretty famous one. I can't remember the name of it. Do you remember from reading it?
It's Betty and
Oh yeah, Barney.
Hill?
Yeah.
Oh, the Hill. Yeah, the Hill case.
Yeah. Betty and Barney Hill.
Cool.
There's a short story in the back too. Each issue's gonna have another tale that's not like aliens, but like some other like weird occurrence.
Oh, okay, cool.
Nice.
Might be the Men in Black or something like that.
But if anything's right about this book is that James Tynion does horror right. So even if it's not fiction horror, it's probably going to be well told. Above that, we've got... Oh, my bad. This will be your cover B, even though it's our bigger stack, but we have great pre-orders for it. So that's cover A by Oming. And then we've got a Virgin variant, 1 in 25 right there. Nexus Nefarious is an original Nexus story by Mike Barron, completely collected in hardcover. It's fun. It's super fun. It's classic Nexus. Excuse me. Next to it, we've got The Lonesome Hunters by Tyler Crook. It's I think it was a 4 or 5 issue miniseries just finished up from Dark Horse about an old monster hunter taking on a young apprentice, and they fight some creepy stuff. You've got Something's Killing the Children, number 29, and we've got the Virgin, let's call it cover B in case you want to request it, right there for that one, featuring their like captured avatars with like the creepy things in the middle. And then Damn Them All is on number 4? 5, thank you. So it's one more to go. That's penultimate. Dune, House of Harkonnen. Sorry, Raph. Number 2. And a couple weeks ago, we were really repping this 4-issue miniseries starting from Boom called The Harrower. It is classic slasher horror. Completely new story from Justin Jordan. He wrote Nailbiter, which is a great horror book too. But we all read it and we all liked it. So 1 of 4. We've got 4 more of these on the table. Please request it. Definitely one that we recommend.
It's really good.
And then we're getting into DC stuff.
Joker, Volume 3. This is James Tynion's Joker. It's the finale for his run on that. Cannibals, Jim Gordon, Joker, everything. It's great. If you've read the first 2, you're not going to be disappointed in the finale. Mariko Tamaki's Batman Detective. Actually, it's the first one.
It's in paperback. My bad.
First in paperback. So we've got that. And then Birds of Prey, The End of the Beginning. I'm pretty sure this is the end of like the original Birds of Prey run. I do know there's a cool Joker story by Tony Bedard in there. So there's that. Batman the Detective, now out in softcover. It was originally out in hardcover. Tom Taylor and Andy Kubert write a very cool story about somebody who's trying to kill all the people Batman has saved.
Oh, yeah. Great 6 issues of Batman. Yeah.
Next to that, our facsimile edition for DC, it's Wiz Comics. I'm pretty sure number 2, first appearance of Captain Marvel, for $6.99. Get a whole mess of stuff, including the ad pages, and which I don't think there were any ad pages back then, but everything was in there. The finale this week is Lazarus Planet Omega number 1. We will be getting many more of them in. We have the 1 in 25 variant on the table, however, and we have the 1 in 50 Power Girl variant. Next to that, Catwoman number 52. Still going on with this is the first Dawn of DC, though, I think, for Catwoman, I'm pretty sure. So
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She does have a sword. So we got the regular cover. We've got the Sway cover.
Yep.
And then the Boo cover, isn't it?
Yep.
The Boo cover, yeah. And then the 1 in
that Boo
25. Right?
I do.
Yeah. The 1 in 25 design variant cover right there. Deceased is on issue 6. War of the Undead Gods has an amazing ending to it. It is.
It's not over. There's 2 issues left.
Oh no, I know, but this issue.
Oh, the
has
issue
an
has.
ending.
I'm sorry.
Yes. No.
I was really afraid for a second.
Oh no, it's great, isn't it? It's a fantastic.
That's a fantastic issue, number 6. We're as like jaw dropped with issue 6 as we were with issue 3. So it seems like we're getting like a good 3-issue story arc because they freaking took an awesome turn in this one.
Yeah,
Awesome.
so good. We've got the
Speaking of awesome,
Straight Outta Gotham variant cover for that one, and then the 1 in 50 variant on that one.
is that like a dark Mary Marvel?
I believe so. Yes.
Is it like red but in the shadow, or is it a new costume?
I think we're gonna go in the shadow.
Okay. It looks like Mary Marvel and Batman boots. It looks like
Yes.
Cassie Kane is Mary Marvel.
Oh, she does have the arm thing.
She looks a lot like Cassie
yeah,
Kane
it's
in
a
the
kind
face
of
too.
Which would be cool.
That would be cool.
I'd
I'm
be
cool
down-
with it.
I'd
Yeah,
be down with that. Yeah.
I'm just speculating on live video.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Titans United Blood Death was
Blood
Pact. Blood
Blood
Death.
Death. Yes, that's the
Blood
Titans
Death.
book I would get me into. Titans.
Right? There you go. The finale, issue 6 of 6. We got the regular cover there, and then we have the cover B variant by I forget. No, it's Choose.
That's
Choose
gotta
variant.
be a little insulting for Beast Boy, right? First of all, Superboy can fly.
Right.
Second of all, you don't ride Beast Boy, right? I don't care what animal he is. Like, you don't
Not even a horse?
unless he's like, hey, get up on me. Like I don't feel like you ride Beast Boy as a tiger.
Right. As a horse, yes,
If
I would accept
if I
that.
did ride him, that's the face I'd make.
We've got good. We're covered.
More Beast Boy on this one. Nightwing 101. It is potentially the first appearance of the Grinning Man. He didn't make any of the other stuff, but he is a super creepy demon, and well, he's demonish.
Under
Demonish,
contract. Yeah.
So, awesome, great backup story with Superman, with Nightwing and Jonathan Kent. We have the regular, we have the 1 in 25 variant right there. Flash is on part 4 of the 1 Minute War. It's actually pretty good. So yeah, we got that. So we got the regular cover, we have the 1 in 25 variant, and then we've got the cool spiffy foil 1 in 50 variants. Batman Superman World's Finest.
Wait, you used a new adjective. You said spiffy.
Oh yeah,
That's good.
I like spiffy.
All right. Yeah, no, that's good. New for the video.
This one I like simply because it's Robin and Supergirl, early days, first time they meet, and they go on a date, and it goes badly.
Obviously.
So, oh yes.
How would that go well?
Well, she decides like she's gonna dress up and shows up, and Robin's in costume. And she's like, "Oh crap!" So, yep, exactly, exactly, yep. He blew it. We've got the B cover here. We've got the 1 in 25 variant right there. We've got the 1 in 50 variant right there. So lots of variants for that one. Black Adam's on number 8. Because if you haven't had enough from the movie, we got comics for you.
You don't have to say something about every book. We don't know anything
Sure we
about
do.
Black Adam.
We don't. Harley Quinn, Legion of Bats is on number 5.
Penultimate.
There we go, penultimate issue. Wonder Woman's on number 796. I did flip through this one. There's a big old love war going on right now, and it's Wonder Girl really steps up. in
Oh,
this
okay,
one.
cool.
It's awesome. Yeah.
I missed that book.
1 in 25 variant for that one, which I think is really cool. And then the spiffy 1 in 50
Yay.
variant. So
I
yeah.
actually really like that cover in foil. Like a lot. Like,
Yeah.
all the foil covers are cool, but that one works pretty well.
Superman Space Age, book 3, the finale. Mark Russell and Mike Allred have knocked it out of the park. If you're not getting these in issues, you should absolutely buy it in trade paperback or hardcover, however they do it. This issue is sad, satisfying, and hopeful all at once. It's wonderful. I love it. It's great. I read it this morning. It's near perfection.
So many masks.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So we have the 1 in 25 variant right there for that. Above that, we've got GCPD, the Blue Wall. It's on issue 5. Yeah. So
I think that's penultimate too.
yeah, just about. And then I got it. There we go.
We've got a new Superman number 1 this week, which is always a little wary, but I will say that they nailed it. I loved Superman number 1. We don't have any cover A's on the table because we kind of spread out our pre-orders thinking like, oh wait, I know these guys will like it. So if you have Superman in your file and you maybe didn't expect it, it's because we think you'll like it. We know you guys. Superman number 1 was a phenomenal beginning to getting back into classic Superman storytelling in a modern metropolis. There's this really great, I can only call it a gimmick, but like it's a great new idea for Superman where they've incorporated the voices that he's used to hearing, like from across the world. He's used to tuning into Lois and Batman. Bruce Wayne, spoiler. But Lex Luthor is one of the voices that he tunes into because Lex is always doing evil crap. But Lex is stuck in jail, and he's kind of like a bug in his ear. He's wearing a headset. Superman doesn't necessarily like it, but it becomes really useful, and it's used very well. They do a really great half-a-page recap of the origin. It's very classy, and like they just launch into it. It's a great Superman book. That's why I wore this T-shirt. And like, I'm all about it. John told us to order so many more copies, and we doubled it because we all like the book. So trust us on this one. Superman is back in the mode of reading. They don't prime you with like all the War World stuff and John Kent stuff. It happened, it's there, but it's not necessary. You can pick this up and just go.
Much like Harrower, you'll see this back on the table again in the future.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Yep. We were very into Superman. So did you guys have a rundown of covers?
Jorge Jimenez.
That's Jimenez.
That's Federico. And then we've got Kubert. We have the 1 per store variant, shiny foil cover.
Shiny foil wrap cover.
Yes.
Lunar thank you variant is what they're calling it.
Yes. The 1 in 25 variant, also Kubert. The 1 in 50 variant. The 1 in 75 live wire variant. And the 1 in 100 super shiny foil variant.
Super shiny.
Yes.
Super shiny spiffy foil.
Yes. And then probably the other book of the week.
Really.
This one is what we've been waiting for the Batman 1 Bad Days. The Riddler was very good. This one is great.
Yep.
This is a bad day for Clayface, and it is a great day for us, because if you don't care about Clayface, like just about all of us, this is the book you should read, because you care about him, you see what his bad day is, and you understand it completely.
Yep.
It is great.
And it's a start to finish, wake up in the morning, end it when he goes to bed at night.
Yes.
Like, it's a bad day, and you feel it. Like, Kyle almost bought a freaking $60 action figure.
I might
How
still.
awesome this is.
I might still. We'll see.
But this is a fantastic one-shot. This is, like John Shear said, exactly what we're waiting for as far as the 1 Bad Days go.
Batman's in it for maybe 6 pages, and they are effective
Yeah.
perfectly.
Yep.
They are perfectly
It's
effective.
about Clayface.
Yes.
So we got cover A that I was holding up. Cover B is a Jim Lee cover. We got the 1 in 25 movie poster variant, 1 in 50 variant, the ever creepy 1 in 100, and then below it the cover F, the Kemen Coley.
Yep. Kim and Kunikoli. Yep.
How many extra continents?
Lots of them.
But that's it for DC. It's a big side of the table, but very potently good reads and ending of series that everybody's into. So we're stoked about that. Yeah, Sins of Sinister has its 3rd tie-in starting this week, the Immoral X-Men, which is basically Sinister's creation of his X-Men, his to me, my X-Men, and they're all a-holes. Like, it's led by Emma Frost. They're all doing jerk things, and that's Mr. Sinister way, you know? We've got cover A right there on the table. We got more of them coming in, so if you guys missed out on it, let us know. Phil Noto did a variant cover. Call it the...
Oh, no, that's Mark Brooks.
This is Mark Brooks?
Nope, that's Mark
Oh,
Brooks.
this is Mark Brooks.
Yep.
Okay. And then we got the 1 in 25 variant and a 1 in 50 Virgin variant. It's very cool. The long-awaited facsimile edition on the corner of the table here, Amazing Spider-Man 129. Everybody wants it. We got a ton of them.
Oh, wait, this 20 center, that shouldn't be on the table there. That should... Oh. Every once in a while, you just want to read the first appearance of the Jackal, so...
It's show off. Josh here brought in his copy, the original 129. But this is the facsimile edition. For $3.99, you get the exact same book for 1% of the cost.
Right.
If you're lucky. Below that, we've got a new issue of She-Hulk, number 10. Next to it, a new number 1 from Marvel, Betsy Braddock, Captain Britain, tying in with the current X books and their multiversal glory. Andrea read it, and I think the highlight was the dinosaur.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Captain Britain Dinosaur. He's even wearing the helmet.
He's even wearing the helmet. We've got a couple variant covers. Help me out.
This was also Ico, like, hang on.
Okay, cover
I know her
B.
name. Cover B.
Cover
but
B,
it's-
and then Peach Momoko did a cover price variant, which is actually pretty. And then we have a 1 in 25 variant there.
Erica DeUrso.
Erica DeUrso. That was good timing. There you go. Spider-Man, Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man on number 5, last issue
Last issue.
of that miniseries. Also last issue, Doctor Strange Fall Sunrise. I pre-ordered myself the Treasury Edition, as did Andrea, as did Kyle, because we're all excited to read it in that gigantic format.
I got lost in this cover earlier, too.
I'm stoked. It comes out in 3 weeks, the Treasury, so I'm stoked. And then Amazing Spider-Man number 20, second part of a 2-part interlude.
Yep.
With guest writer and artist. Anything else you want to add?
Spidey and Black Cat take on a lame Sinister Six.
Okay.
They are well aware that they are lame. So.
We've got the Stormbreaker Pin Particle variant cover. This time going big rather than small. And then a 1 in 25 Black Cat Spidey variant. Which is, they're getting at it right now.
Oh, yeah.
Thor is on number 31. We have some real trippy god action in this one. You get to meet a bunch of Wakandan gods towards the end of the issue, too. There is an homage cover for the first appearance of Beta Ray Bill, and a Daughterman 1 in 25 variant with all the character versions of Thor, including good old Throg. Carnage number 10 has the return of a very prolific symbiote character at the end of it. That's number 10, and then there is the variant for it next door.
Trevor Von Eden variant.
Okay, cool. Wow, shit. It came out of nowhere. Deadpool, with its X-Men tie-ins, is on issue number 4. We've got a Stormbreaker Pin Particle variant for that one. Riding a pigeon.
More rats.
Fighting
More
rats,
rats.
man. Rats are the enemy.
Yeah, but he's not like slicing and dicing on like Wolverine, at least.
He's fighting roaches.
And
too.
there's a roach in there. Yeah, I was just going to say, what else is in there? All new, all different Savage Avengers is on issue number 10 versus some Deathlocks. And we've got a variant cover available for that one. Number 4, so I think penultimate for Planet Hulk World Breaker. So that miniseries is going to wrap up here in a little bit. Sabretooth and the Exiles is also on issue number 4. We've got a variant cover next door for that one. Is that who I think it is?
Is that Wolf?
That was Ron Lim. No, that's not Wolf. But variant cover is the only one. Strange Academy Finals is on issue number 4. Looks like somebody's standing up to their dad. And we got a 1 in 25 variant next to that one. Last issue for Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Peter Parker, Double Trouble. Longest title in Marvel's lexicon at the moment. That'll be the last issue for that one, but it has a to be continued question mark at the end with a sad Jeff the Shark.
Sad Jeff the Shark.
Last but not least for Marvel superhero stuff, you got Tiger Division number 4. They've got one issue left on that one also. And then 2 Star Wars books this week. Star Wars Dr. Aphra is on number 29, and Star Wars Yoda is on number 4, which I really appreciate and didn't notice until now. They're doing green numbers for Yoda rather than white ones. There you go, Yoda. And we got a Wookiee with a lightsaber, so
Yeah.
sweet. Axe Judgment Day was Marvel's big summer event last year, so we've got the full miniseries in paperback there, and the supplemental one-shots and small miniseries in the Judgment Day companion trade paperback. Much to Andrea's joy and acclaim for repping it, Hulk Grand Design by Jim Rugg is in Treasury. That's awesome! I did not open that. It's in Treasury format. I didn't open that front page. I looked at the rest of it.
That was the best thing ever.
So it is a retelling of Hulk's history, origin, significant moments, insignificant moments, all in fantastic detail and display. It's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
extreme right there.
It is. What is it?
Extreme.
There you go.
And then the back's got the color.
Awesome. Those were the variants, right? I
These
think.
were the original.
Oh, that's sweet. I'm glad you opened that.
Nice.
That's good. Very excited.
Best collected edition this week. Epic collection for Namor the Submariner. It's Who Strikes for Atlantis. And then long awaited, I guess, Marvel Snapshots, all those one-shots that came out in 2020.
Yeah.
Collected there. There's an Iron Man 1, Spider-Man 1, X-Men 1, Captain Marvel. I think
Cyclops, your favorite.
Yeah. Yeah. Avengers Forever. Probably that's a great collection.
I know.
Volume 2, The Pillars. It's essentially a bunch of one-shot what-ifs about Avengers in the multiverse. The Thor issue is the God of Hammer, or God of Fist issue is probably like the best single issue that came out last
I
year.
just reread it again yesterday. It's so good.
But the Captain Marvel issue is amazing. The Captain America issue is
great.
So even, I know it's volume 2, but even if you read this alone for Avengers Forever, it's phenomenal. And last collected edition for Marvel is a honkin' big ol' omnibus Spider-Verse and Spider-Geddon. So you get all of the original tie-in issues for Spider-Verse and all of the original Spider-Geddon follow-up issues.
And you also get internet-only stuff that's
Oh,
on there.
digital stuff?
Digital stuff.
Word.
So yeah.
Didn't know that.
Nice.
Okay. And then the rest of the row is a big number 1 from Image this week. We actually looked forward to this one for a while because they were really good at giving us previews for it. It's a book called Local Man by Tim Seeley. It is about a guy from a 90s superhero group after his heyday. He was kicked out of the group for not entirely unknown reasons, but essentially unknown reasons. And he's moving back to his hometown where they are not super impressed by him.
They're not happy to see him.
Yeah, they don't like him at all. But shenanigans ensue in the style of extreme 90s superhero action, and also not so extreme.
They're not so extreme. There's a lot of noir going on. There's a lot of homages going on. Like the end of the book is a literal takeaway from, I want to say, Spawn number 4, maybe number 6. But it delves very deep into Image history within like the superhero stuff that's going on.
Kind of poking at it.
Yeah.
So that's cover A. This is also a cover A book, but it's a flip on the back because they do a kind of a tale of these heroes in this group as he was a part of them. So you kind of get their history retold there. This will be your cover B, kind of your meta cover.
Yeah.
And then shiny foil, because how can you have a book based in the 90s without a shiny foil fun cover?
Right.
Let's go over here. Saga is on number 62. Still phenomenal. Still breaking hearts. Radiant Pink we've got on issue number 3. Undiscovered Country we got on 23. Voyages is on number 4. Spawn Scorched, number 15. And then we've got the second, the part 2 of 2 for Spawn Unwanted Violence. But look at that. They reprinted part 1 of 2. So Spawn Unwanted Violence 1 and 2 on the table for the taking. Below that, we've also got a reprint of Black Cloak number 1 next to an issue of Black Cloak number 2. Immortal Sergeant. Oh, this is on the table.
I forgot about
I
that.
wanna
Yeah,
read
I
that.
saw that.
Oh, you were reading
All
it?
of us reach.
So we're about to read that. But there you go. Immortal Sergeant number 2.
That one follows the son,
Oh.
Oh.
and then he meets up with his dad.
Oh, in the midst of issue 1. Okay, cool. Lovesick is on issue 5. Then we've got a couple collected ones on the same row. Let's go Sins of the Black Flamingo. That whole 5-issue miniseries is collected. Magic Order Volume 3 is collected, and Volume 4 just started, so it's a good time to get caught up. Golden Rage, Andrew favorite, right? Andrew
Yeah,
shop
that's cool
favorite.
stuff.
It's going to hit the staff pick wall. That's all 5 issues of that miniseries. Another staff favorite. Man, we're full of staff picks this week.
Yeah.
Junkyard Joe number 5. Phenomenal issue again. We'll say it. If you're not reading Junkyard Joe, you should be reading Junkyard Joe. We continually restock the issues. We're going to pump the trade paper back up. Phenomenal, like post-Vietnam story. Great themes. Great stuff. Like
Geiger.
Fargo.
Geiger was good. Junkyard Joe is great.
So. Oh, this is what I was talking about. Oh, it's number 2. So Magic Order Part 4, number 2. And that'll do us for Image. Now we got from Dynamite number 1 of Draculina. And then we'll get to more Dynamite in a minute. Liquid Kill is a new number 1 from Whatnot, and it's got phenomenal artwork. It's a little hard to tell what story they are going to tell, but it sets it up with some vengeance. It's hard. It's going to be a little tough to say who's going for what type of vengeance, but the artwork's great, and it's worth giving a shot as far as number 1 goes. It definitely, would you say cyberpunk vibes?
I would say I got cyberpunk vibes.
I got like dirty ocean cyberpunk vibes.
I think it's got all that. Yeah, I think you said it better.
Also super impressive to Kyle was the new book Godfell from Vault. It's about a barbarian and a soldier returning from war together. She won the war single-handedly.
Pretty
from what
much,
you
yeah.
said. And on her way back, a god, a giant celestial maybe, if we're using comic book terms, falls to the earth and blocks her path. So it's either go around a month and a half and be still weary from war, or go through it and have another adventure, and guess which one she picks. So it kicked a lot of butt. It's good amount of comic for your money, too. There's a lot of lore in it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of action in it, too, so it's a good balance. Rick and Morty Crisis on C-137 is on issue number 4. I think that's the last in the miniseries. And then Rick and Morty, the ongoing series, is on issue 2. Thank you. God, that's not like staring down there for it. Knights of the Dinner Table is on issue number 301. And then on the lighter side of Dynamite, we've got Darkwing Duck number 2, Gargoyles number 3 with a couple variants, the 1 in 20 variant and the 1 in 30 variant, which is an action figure cover. Last but not least on the table, new previews this week. As I mentioned before, we don't have DC previews. They didn't send them to us yet, but we got Marvel previews in these and free with a Marvel purchase at the counter.
Bam.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's the week.
Good week.
Big week. Big good week. I agree. It's spiffy. Yeah. But enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night. We'll see you tomorrow for your comic books.